Order filled.
That volume is insanely high. Okay, so let me look at where I want my stop exactly. Okay, I want it right where I have it. And I'm gonna put my first take profit right here. And the second right here. Okay, so we're inside of a bullish order block. Inside of a 62% Fibonacci retracement level. And I'm essentially just looking to see if we can move back up to this bearish order block that I see above. And then that second take profit is at the swing high, the closest swing high. I know that this spot is above that area, but I'm gonna shoot for this one here. And I'm gonna set this up on my trading view while we wait and see how this plays out. Alright, so considering we just ran this candle's low, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good at all. we wait and see. Dead silence. You could hear a fucking pin drop in this room. I wish I could. I don't know how to set up. Yeah, I don't know how to set it up on here to like map out like a long position or a short position, so unfortunately I'm trying not to rush putting a stop loss in, because like in the green, I always have a stop loss in my trades, but I mean in the green simply because I'm trying to just follow my rules to a T. And my rules say let 2 candles close that are not touching the entry point before adding a stop in the green. But I think simply because this is a little bit of a shorter trade, like we're not really shooting for a huge distance here, it's making me want to add a stop in the green a little bit early. But it's like, I know like this kind of feels like it's a long distance, but this is not really that much room in the trade. We're looking at 3-minute candles. We hit the 50. Okay, I think I will protect. I don't want to mess my trade up. Indecision. I think I'm going to just let it play out. I'm going to wait for this candle to close, and then I'll put a stop here. One minute left on this candle. $50 seconds. $40 seconds. And I know that P&L up there in the under where it says position, I know that P&L looks big, and I know it looks like I should be protecting, but I'm trading my Apex PA account and 2 other eval accounts, so that is why that number looks so big. I'm actually in each of those trades. All right, let's get a stop here and remove this one. So I'm actually in each of these trades with 2 contracts. This is not a 6 contract trade. Okay, so the position size there, when you're group trading your accounts, it reflects the total number of contracts that you have open. Okay, so that's why that looks like that, but yeah, so that's the deal with that. Okay, so we just hit the, we just smacked the 50 moving average on the 3-minute time frame. I do get a little extra vigilant around the 50 moving average because there are lots of rejections, like bounces, when it comes to the 50 moving average, more so than the 20, more so than the 200 moving average. So I just get a little vigilant during that. And now what I'm trying to decide is if I see, if it looks like a rejection, then I may just get rid of half the position size here, but let's see how we respond to this area. 1 minute 15 seconds left on this candle. Try not to be too reactive and just let this play out. If we can get to my first take profit, that first red line right here, I'll feel a bit more comfortable. Okay, we're at the top of a higher time frame fair value gap right here. This fair value gap for the most part has been bullish. So let's see if we can get a nice push through here. And if so, let's see if we can tap that the bottom of that that bearish order block that's coming up. My house is making noises and I'm the only one here. Shit is creepy as hell. Let's get a nice little push up, Nas. Smack that TP real quick. I don't like that. Trying to be patient. Give it a little second here. But a rejection that close, I don't like seeing that. I don't want to call it a rejection prematurely, but I got my finger on the trigger. Let me see how it responds at this 50 moving average right here.
Order filled.
Okay, we're gonna sell 3 right there. So we reduce the position size by half. Moving the stop up a little bit. And oh, it did adjust it. That's good. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of give this a fair shot to see if we can make it up there, but at least we took some profit off and made sure that we definitely get out of this trade with some money. Now I'm going to be a little bit more patient. I'm just going to see if we can make it up to my second TP. finger off the trigger for just a moment. That would be my stomach making all types of crazy noises. Alright, we got 28 seconds left on this candle. Alright, so we just hit, we're at 12 o'clock New York time, so I'm not going to be extremely patient with this because there are certain times of the day where I trust trades volume far less than other periods, and we hit 12 o'clock, and that's just not really a time that I really feel like volume is consistently the best. So fingers back on the trigger and waiting to see what we do here. I have faith in 12 to 12:30. Max 12:30, but it depends on the day. It is a Tuesday. You typically get good, fairly trustworthy trades on Tuesday. That's just my experience personally. No doubt, though, that we are seeing just a little bit of resistance here. Alright, now I'm trying to decide if I want to exit the trade or just tighten up, because I know I'm not being as patient as I could be, but again, this is not, it's 12 o'clock, you know? It's 12 o'clock, you know? I'm thinking about I don't know if I want to trail this. Like, I think I'm going to put a stop right here. And that'll help me to relax a little bit more so I wouldn't be losing too much profit. So it looks like we just hit that what was the first take profit. actually not quite. We fell, looks like about a tick short. It's kind of looking like a rejection, huh? Like if we have to get through resistance, then of course what we want to see is we want to see strength, because that's, I mean, granted, sometimes slow moves kind of, okay, there goes TP1, that I got out of, that I removed, and I exited out of half of the position a little bit before that, but that's good to see that get hit. I'm always like paper trading in my head and like banking new data. Okay, so we see a push down again from that spot. I'm starting to feel like I'm kind of playing with fire, you know? You know? I'll give it a moment here. It's not uncommon for speed bumps to occur near levels of support and resistance. Let's give it a fair chance. Wow. I guess it's lunchtime. Alright, let's take a little glance here at the 5 minute. Oh, it still looks pretty bullish. I'm trying to see how it responds here at this the 50 moving average. I'm trying to become very robotic with my trades, and I mean, this is the most tampering I would even want to have to do with the trade once I've entered it. I think I'm comfortable though with this level of tampering. Making our way back down towards that 50 moving average. We look like we're kind of moving with some conviction here. I'm not into it. I'm getting ready to jump ship. All right, we smacked the 50. I want to see it pop back up. trigger finger ready. Yeah, honestly, it looks weak. I think I'm about to jump out of this. One last shot before I just fucking... It's just struggling. Ugh. You always got to keep in mind, like, this is a 3-minute time frame. This is a micro moment in the market. I mean, infinitesimal, damn near. Which means we can be super patient, right? Like, it hasn't broken the 50. And you see how your brain can go back and forth playing with a different premise, even just seconds between the thoughts. It's kind of funny, the duality that your mind can live within in trades. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little foolish for holding on to this. I'm trying to give it Alright, I'm gonna watch the 5 until I'm either out or comfortable with whatever the fuck is happening. Finger's still on the trigger. Yeah, it just keeps getting shut down. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I'm out.
Order filled.
Okay. I always cautiously hit this button twice just to make sure. Let's see what happens here. Now my brain's like, is this a short? I'm not gonna do that though. Alright, I'm gonna take a pause until about 1:30. We gave it a shot, right? We gave it a chance for sure. So I'm not gonna FOMO into this shit. We're gonna be done right then and there. That was a good trade.